Alright, sorry about that. There's some people that were walking by, and it was just very awkward to talk to my computer screen. Nobody talked back. Uh, but anyway, I closed the window, so now I will do this again. With just 3 battles to go. Yes, yes, yes. Although I do need to hurry even more now, because the car is going to be very, very stuffy. But anyway, the Politoads versus the Goodras. Goodras brought Mega Steelix, Aromatisse, Thundurus T, Garchomp, Hitmontop, and Jellicent, while Polly decided to bring Mandibuzz, Mega Manectric, Delphox, Arachnid, Ditto, and Conkeldurr. I do believe this was another quick one, so it would be very good. Ditto and Arachnid start off against Steelix and Hitmontop. Double Intimidate for both sides because of the Ditto's transformation. Mega Evolution as a fake out to go on to the Hitmontop, allows the Arachnid to get a choice band. I don't even know if it was choice band. I think it was liquidation onto the Steelix, but the Arachnid is now toxic. Mandibuzz comes out as Hitmontop goes for the toxic onto the incoming Mandibuzz, which is very nice. Liquidation onto the Jellicent, obviously not going to do a thing, as both Arachnid and Mandibuzz is toxic. Goes back out into Ditto, does not want the Hitmontop going for a close combat. As Conkeldurr comes out, Rock Slide only does 2% to put the Conkeldurr on the Ditto. As Scald trying to get the bird on the Ditto, no, but does get the burn on the Conkeldurr because of the Flame Orb. Switches out into Aromatisse and Protect. Toxic onto the Aromatisse, which is very nice, as a knockoff is not going to do anything in the Jellicent because of the Protect. Switches out into Hitmontop, gets the Intimidate, drops as well. Delphox comes out as the Toxic onto the Hitmontop, as the Reflect comes out from the Aromatisse, doubles out into the Ditto, as we see a Heat Wave missing the Jellicent and hits the Aromatisse, and we see another Toxic. I don't know if Polly predicted that or what, but Jellicent is now Toxic. Manectric comes out as well as Mandibuzz, takes the Scald decently well, I guess to say, as Moonblast hits the Mandibuzz, does not have a good switch into Moonblast at all, as Aromatisse is now just at 8%. Mega Evolves, goes for the Intimidate, as a Protect from the Jellicent, predicts that, and goes for the Volt Switch on the Aromatisse, as now Mandibuzz, I don't know what Mandibuzz went for a Toxic, predicting a switch on the Jellicent. Conkeldurr comes out as well as Hitmontop, gets the Intimidate drop, forces a switch out into Ditto, getting its own Intimidate drop as well. Very nice play. Switches out into Mega Steelix, does not want to take a knockoff, but however, there's a flinch right there. 3 fighting types and a steel type. Let's see how this goes down. Forces a switch out into Jellicent, predicting a fighting type move, both close combat. I don't know why Mandy went for the Toxic on the Conkeldurr where the Ditto is right there. I think she misclicked maybe. But both Drain Punch and Close Combat do not hit the Jellicent. As Jellicent goes for the Protect now, as the Close Combat is not going to do a whole lot to the Ditto. As now Close Combat onto the Conkeldurr does do a quarter of its damage, but does the Special Defense drop as well. Burn damage is doing its thing to Conkeldurr, forces a switch out into Manectric, getting another Intimidate drop, and a lot of Intimidates this game. As a close combat onto the Manectric, does do 30%, but not enough to take it out, as Hitmontop is now at 33%. Mandibuzz goes for the Protect as Volt Switch onto the Hitmontop, taking it out. Switches out into Arachnid on the Rock Slide, which does do pretty good damage onto the Arachnid, and Mandibuzz is protected by the Protect, obviously. Thundurus comes out, and I don't know why she went for the Z move right here, where Discharge would have been great, but does take out the Arachnid, as Mandibuzz misses the Toxic, and the Rock Slide takes out, no, it does not take out the Mandibuzz, but the Toxic will, tying it back up at 4 versus 4 after that rough start for Mandy, as Ditto comes out yet again. Dark Pulse is able to hit the Thundurus. Heat Wave does in fact take out the Steelix, living on 1%, goes for the Discharge, not able to take out the Ditto. Actually worsens the Dittos. Garchomp comes out as well. Conkeldurr switches out, goes for the Dark Pulse on the Garchomp, as Dark Pulse onto the Conkeldurr. Earthquake only hits the Conkeldurr and takes it out, and it's a 3 versus 3. Dark Pulse onto the Garchomp as well, trying to get the flinch, but actually just trying to get some damage off for Dazzling Gleam to take out both the Garchomp and Thundurus. Dark Pulse not able to take out the Jellicent, however, Dazzling Gleam is. Does anyone have any water? I have 2 more left, and I know the last one is pretty quick. Forgot what this one was. It's 8 o'clock. I still need to eat dinner. I still need to cook it. Son of a bitch. Why did I do this? I even just started watching My Hero Academia and said, I'm just going to record this tomorrow. I should have freaking listened to myself. You know? You know? Just give me a second. Let me catch my breath, and then we'll do this. We'll do this in a second. Oh my goodness. So how are your guys' days? How's your guys' days? No? Nothing? You're gonna talk to me? Alright. But anyway, we have the Wild Meowths versus the Gligar's. Gligar's brought Rotom, Heat, Alakazam, Thundurus, Roserade, Mamoswine, Mega Gyarados. And the Wild Meowths brought Torkoal, Dusknoir, Victreebel, Lando, Mega Houndoom, and Girder. More Intimidate! Yay! Torkoal and Dusknoir start off against Thundurus and Rotom, Heat, Pressure, and Drought, as we see as the abilities. Goes for a Protect turn 1, wants to scout what he wants to do, as Black Hole Eclipse onto the Dusknoir, takes it out one shot, which is just beautiful. Tries to go for the Volt Switch on the Torkoal, doesn't do a thing, but Mega Houndoom comes out, goes for the Heat Wave, misses the Rotom, but just takes out the Thundurus one shot. Volt Switch onto the Turtle, does do great damage, however, switches it into Mamoswine, which is honestly weird in my opinion. Does great amount of damage, as now goes for a Protect on the Lander switch-in, which is very risky on a Mamoswine, but it turns out nonetheless. Goes for a Protect on the Alakazam, as a Protect on the Landorus. Ice Shard, he was definitely baiting the Ice Shard, as Heat Wave takes out the Mamoswine. As you see Solar Power doing its damage to the Houndoom, as he protects again, goes for the Dazzling Gleam, as a Rocky MZ comes out onto the Rotom and just annihilates it. Get out of here, Rotom. As Solar Power brings it down to half health now. Gyarados is out now. Mega evolves, goes for Heat Wave, as the Alakazam lives on Sash, as the U-turn brings the Gyarados down to 35%, as Sun is still up, as he still decides to Dragon Dance. As now Houndoom switches out into Victreebel, as Mach Punch takes out the Alakazam. Waterfall only does a quarter to the Victreebel, allowing Roserade to come out. Mach Punch takes out the Gyarados, as well as Earth Ball. Weather Ball takes out the Roserade. 8 turns. Thank you, you two. Thank you. As we're on to the final battle now, where we have the Rapidash taking on the Tauros. And I know, remember that this one was pretty quick. So let's do this. Rapidash brought Hoopa, Virizion, Rotom Frost, Vaporeon, Dragalge, and Snorlax, while the Tauros brought Pelipper, Mega Swampert, Genesect, Hariyama, Thundurus T, Tornadus T, and Linoone. My throat really hurts, I can't wait to get a drink. Rotom Frost and Virizion start off against Linoone and Hariyama. Rotom decides to switch out into the Hoopa as a fake out on Virizion. Makes it to flinch as a Belly Drum onto the Linoone. Brings it down to half health, but the Figgy Berry brings it back up. Goes for a Protect on the Linoone. Wants to see what the Virizion wants to do. Decides to go for a Leaf Blade on the Hariyama as protects it from the Focus Blast, as Knockoff takes out the Hoopa with Knockoff. As we see, it was Assault Vest. Dragalge comes out, switches out into Genesect as well, as Extreme Speed is in fact able to take out the Virizion, as Draco Meteor takes out the Linoone as well, allowing Genesect to come out for full health. Vaporeon and Pelipper come out after that turn, switches out into Swampert, as a Z move from Genesect turns out to be Gigavolt Havoc, does not able to take out the Vaporeon, lives at 12%, as Scald's not able to take out the Genesect and the Rain, but does in fact get the burn, as we see Thunderbolt from the Dragalge, not able to do a thing to the Swampert, switches back out into Pelipper as Swampert Mega evolves, protect on the Vaporeon, trying to get as much health as he can, as Earthquake takes out the Dragalge in one shot, allowing it to be 5 versus 3. Snorlax comes out yet again, decides to go for Protect on Pelipper as Earthquake again takes out the Vaporeon and does do about half to the Snorlax, as Snorlax decides to curse up this turn, as now Rotom Frost comes out. Rotom Frost goes for a Waterfall, not able to take out the Rotom, as Rotom decides to go for a Discharge, does do 12% to the Snorlax, but more importantly, takes out the Pelipper himself, but that does, and a double edge onto the Swampert does crazy amount of damage. Does 77 onto a Swampert, which is just incredible to see. Genesect comes out yet again, goes for the Waterfall on the Rotom, able to take it out. Thunder not able to take out the Snorlax, but does get the paralysis, but it does not matter as Heavy Slam lives on 1 for the Swampert, allowing Swampert to pick up its 4th kill of the game, 10th of the season, the second Mon to get up to 10 kills this season, and that will do it. 4-0 win for the Tauros, and I am done. I'm not going to record anything till tomorrow, so this might not even come out to the end of the week. I apologize. I am camping, so it's going to be very, very hard, but I think I have a plan in order to get this thing uploaded before before the end of this week, week 7. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one. I'm going to go eat. Peace.